Hello everyone, we're going to finish up Resident Evil Remake. I'm playing as Chris on hard difficulty, one dangerous zombie, and I'm using tank controls. So we finished up last time, just entered the laboratory, so we just have to do this final section of the game. I'm just going to bring my handgun with me with the fuel canteen, because there's going to be a bunch of zombies to take care of. Lucky critical hit shot right off the bat. Can't seem to shoot. That's not railing. Second critical headshot. So I really don't have to burn the one. These daggers and grenades, I should probably use some of these up. Because there's a few more zombies downstairs as well. Suppose I should do a mic check. Never did one. Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. It can't hear me. No one's here yet anyway, but maybe I'll just start this section over.
Why can't we hear you?
I don't know.
Okay.
Hello? You hear me? I mean, it's showing up good here.
Okay, so where was
Like on my stream, I think. I can't hear. Do I have this muted? Oh, I have this muted. That's why.
Okay.
Let me put this to. Oh yeah, it's fine. Whoops. Such a goober. my Twitch. I was watching my Twitch stream and it was muted. So of course.
It's important to be able to make sure.
Let this guy take a grenade. No one's still walking towards me. lab area is fairly straightforward. But I'm gonna do it as if I don't know the solution to the puzzles. Because I could just go right to the computer and enter the code to unlock everything, but we'll head this way first. So in order to release the locks and those levers, we need the MO discs, which I have 2 of now. There's 1 more to be found in this area. So again, if you already know the solution, the code to the computer, you can just bypass this room completely, but we're going to cover it just because it's kind of 100% run.
Do you want to work this week?
No, I don't have much work to do this week.
So, because I have a lot of stuff to do, and I'm just thinking if Christina fails.
Yeah, I'll be able to help you out. For sure.
You'll be able to help
Well, you know what I mean.
me out. You'll be able to take care of your spawn.
My brood. So, that letter was addressed to Ada, who's a prominent character in Resident Evil 2. She was dating one of the researchers here named John. So it tells us to put the initials in alphabetical order. This one's Alex Bichet, AB. I have Clark David, CD. So we're gonna use, I can't, we're gonna put it next to it. Pretty straightforward. And then there's Ed Fisher, EF. I'm gonna grab this one, which says Gail Holland, GH. So it's gonna be the 4th one. So Alex Bichet's colon is lit up. Clark Davis' esophagus. Ed Fisher's liver. And Gail's lungs. So if you take the initials from all those words, you get the passcode CELL, C-E-L-L, which is what we need for the computer in the other room. So you just have to know the body parts to figure that out. I'll leave that item there for later. So we took care of those zombies here because we're going to be passing through here a few times. Normal difficulty, you find magnum rounds here, but nothing here for hard.
Come on, man.
So this is the file that finally explains the whole Crimson Head thing, the axe. And explains why there was that elder Crimson Head in the basement of the cemetery. Should also be noted that that's the first step to becoming a licker. Well, I don't know if it's the first step, but it's one of the it's part of the transformation process. Oh wow, that's the only item in here. This room usually has a few items to get on normal difficulty. So we have to use John's name to log in here. And the password is Ada. And now here's where we're supposed to enter our cell password that we got, but if there's actually an Easter egg here, if you enter the password from the original, the original Resident Evil mole, you get a funny little sound. It's actually Tofu from Resident Evil 2 that makes it's his voice that makes that sound. And we'll unlock this one as well.
I want to switch Octodad.
Yeah, stream Octodad gameplay. If you want to. The password, yeah, so the Easter egg password was mole, which is from the original Resident Evil, the code for that, and the new password that in the remake is cell, C-E-L-L. So we unlocked this room, so let's explore it real quick. Another zombie in here. I have fuel, but well, I guess I could just use some daggers and almost burn them with some fuel. Save my grenades. Oh, I got another critical headshot. It's my third critical headshot so far out of 6 zombies I've gotten so far. again on normal. I believe there's magnum rounds in there as well. Oh, that's right. Dagger must have fallen. Well, I need this. Where'd it go? Sometimes it falls in a strange spot. Oh, it's right here at his foot. Okay. Oh, yeah, I was totally on autopilot there. I just burned that body even though he didn't have a head. That was really silly. Because I'd already made up my mind that I was going to burn him, and burned him anyway. I didn't even know you could do that. Thanks, Mendez, by the way. So we're finally starting to figure out what exactly is going on here, why there are monsters and zombies everywhere. There's a lot of lore within the files to be found here. Up until this point, there's just been sort of subtle hints of what's happening, but and these devices is what you need to use, what we need to use our MO discs on to unlock the levers. They used to look a lot more like GameCubes in the GameCube version of the game, and they changed the look of them. I'm not sure who the author of that file is that we just read. Good question. It says Raccoon Disaster Contingency Committee. So I wonder if Wesker was a part of that committee. We'll go ahead and unlock this first one now. Usually a lot of items in this room. We'll see what we can find though in hard difficulty. Oh, there's the last MO disc. So if we use the slide projector, this is kind of like the big reveal of the game. Where we finally find out that the Umbrella Pharmaceutical Corporation has been designing and creating these BOWs, bioorganic weapons. Excuse me. And look who it is. Mr. Albert Wesker right there on the development staff. So if we use our slide filter, most of the numbers are erased to reveal this code 8462, which we plug into here. Again, that code doesn't change either, so you don't even, if you know the code, you don't need to pick up the slide filter at all, you can just enter it. There's a map. Another file. And there's Wesker's name in writing right there on this file. So if there's any doubt from that picture. We're getting these hints about this other monster called Tyrant. This room's pretty empty on hard difficulty too. Usually you can find a first aid spray and some shotgun shells too. But it's nice that we didn't have to revisit the item box. Alright, let's finally view that film that we picked up at the very beginning of the game.
What? Get away from me! No! Hey! No!
Oops. So yeah, I mean, it's kind of, I don't know. The film's kind of cool, but it's also kind of, I guess, kind of pointless, really. I mean, we know he died fighting the zombie, but let's run back to the item box real quick. We're gonna need our shotgun. I refilled it, but I'm really not gonna, I don't think we're gonna need it anymore. That's true, Mendez. There's discrepancy there. There's a lot of shooting in that on the video, but in game you only hear one gunshot ring out. Now we have the key to the power area. Those two doors that were still locked up downstairs. This room's a bit weird. It's really easy to get turned around in here. So we'll go through here and we actually end up in another room. over on this side of the door. Oh. Sorry, I just wanted to examine those things for the benefit of the viewer. So if we go through this vent, we'll end up back in this room again, but in a new area. I better equip the shotgun now. Because we need to go here to insert one of the discs. Probably the hardest, the trickiest one to find. Oh, I should have pushed that. Oh. Oh, still fine. So yeah, these chimeras will keep spawning. You'll get a bit of a rest if you kill it, but another one will come back soon enough. There's a couple zombies in here. Let's use a couple daggers to ensure that we get them. I believe we can kill them safely without burning them or decapitating them. They won't, I'm quite sure they won't turn into crimson heads. Let's take that one back. The assault shotgun has a slightly higher critical hit chance than the regular shotgun, so it's more consistent at decapitating zombies, which is nice. The regular shotgun had 60%, the assault shotguns around 70%, so another box of shotgun shells, so we should be set for the rest of the game. I'll keep an eye out Mendez, thanks. I think I got him though. Grab the last ammo disc here. I should save to be safe. I've been messed up. I've messed up at this part before. Coming up. It's one chimera. It's in front of the where you put the capsule. Where you set the capsule. Sometimes it's a pain. Sometimes you shoot him and he runs away, and you think maybe you got him, maybe he's dead, but he returns when you come back with the capsule, and of course, you don't want him in your way. I'll explain it as I get there. So in order to power up the laboratory, we have to get this capsule and fill it with a nitro compound. Alright, so he's dead. He's giving this warning here, you can't even skip it.
What time should I meet the young adults on?
What time are you planning?
Anytime between 11 and 2, like when Chris says.
think 12:30 sounds good. So, yeah, since we killed that Chimera, the Chimeras constantly spawn in the power area. But since I killed that one, he won't be there right away. So the path will be clear for us to use. Turned my microphone off. Sorry about that. My cat jumped in my lap and switched my microphone off because she pulled on the cord.
Oh, Misha.
There. I'm gonna put my shotgun away just so I'm not tempted to use it. Now I'm pretty sure this is dead. Quite sure. Even if everything isn't, the zombies in that hallway aren't that much of a hassle. Alright, so here's where I gotta use the capsule. I'm streaming on my PS4. This is on my PS4 right now. Zero and Resident Evil Remake HD are on my PlayStation 4, so it's easy to stream from here. But here. Okay, so we can't run. I mean, you can run a little bit. You'll notice speedrunners will really test it. I'll show you. You could take a couple steps and then... So if you could run 2 steps and then you have to stop and walk a few steps. 1, 2, 3, and it resets. But there's no hurry for me. I'm not speedrunning the game, so I'm not gonna risk it. But yeah, it's pretty tense for speedrunners because, you know, they're trying to do it as fast as possible. The game doesn't mention this, but not only can running set off the explosive, but so can shooting your gun or getting hit by an enemy. So that's why it's absolutely important to kill everything. Alright, we're home free. Because, yeah, if there's an enemy in your way and you decide to shoot it, well, shooting it will set off the explosive as well and you'll be dead. Or if the enemy hits you, it'll also set it off. Or at least there's a good chance it'll set it off. You know, you can't shoot or be attacked while you're carrying it or else you'll die. I made that mistake before. I was actually doing in order to get the platinum trophy for this game, you have to do a no save run. And of course it was on the no save run that I discovered this. So I made it all the way here to this area, and that first chimera that I killed in the other room tricked me, of course, which also I've never seen. He like, I shot him and he escaped the area. He like ran away. I assumed he was dead. But then when I came back with the capsule, of course he was there. So I'm panicking because I haven't saved the game at all. And so I decided to just shoot him to get out of my way, and of course the first shot I fire, the capsule explodes. The game's over. I have to start the whole run over again. So yeah, there's really no point in shooting these chimeras, because they just keep coming and coming. It's pretty easy to run past them. Their attack's pretty slow. You can use a defensive item on them, even a grenade, if they grab you from the ceiling. So now the elevator's working. I'm gonna grab another health item real quick. Oh, actually, let's show. There's an extra cutscene if you go back at this point and try to open the triple lock door. So let's just do that real quick, in case someone's never seen it. I'm not sure what you're asking, Mendez.
Chris?
Jill.
Chris, Wesker's the...
I know. I can't open it. Just wait, I'll be back.
Okay.
So as you read in that other file, that lock only becomes released once the self-destruct sequence has been initiated. Let's head up to the elevator that we just powered up.
What's wrong with this picture? It's a bra, so you don't have to hold them. But look at the placement.
Chris!
Rebecca!
I saw you in the inner garden. I finally caught up.
Well, I'm glad you're okay. No more following. Just stay with me, kid.
That's my plan, sir.
I guess that's true, Mendez. It's possible to not read any of the files or even look at the slideshow because you know the code 8462. Like, but Chris just figures it out anyway, and or Jill for that matter. Let's order a shotgun here.
Wesker.
So you've come. Chris, you make me proud. But of course you are one of my men.
Thanks. Since when, Wesker?
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
Since when have they been slipping you a paycheck?
I think you're a bit confused. I've always been with Umbrella. Stars were umbrellas. No, rather, my little piggies. The Tyrant virus leaked, polluting this whole place, and unfortunately, I had to give up my lovely members of Stars.
You killed them with your own dirty hands! You son of a bitch!
No.
Oh yes, dear. Just like this.
Rebecca!
Don't move!
You...
I don't think you want to die just yet. I have something that's of some interest to you. The ultimate life form. Tyrant.
Wesker, you've become senile.
Chris, you'll never understand. It's magnificent.
Come on, you test tube freak.
That was silly. The assault shotgun's really pretty good. Does a good enough job for this fight. I have a lot of extra shells, so let's check Rebecca first. Where is she?
Rebecca!
Chris.
It's a good thing you were wearing your bulletproof vest. There's nothing left for us to do here. Let's get moving.
Okay.
This file kind of neatly ties in other characters, antagonists from the series, William Birkin and Alexia Ashford. But it also explains how the creation of the G virus actually came about from their experiments on Lisa Trevor. Alright, see you, Mendez.
Chris?
What is it?
I found a file in the lab. Apparently, there's still a lot of Tyrant virus here. We should blow this whole place up.
Right. The show must go on. I'll leave that up to you, Rebecca.
I'm on it. I'll start the self-destruct system I found a little while ago.
It's not like we're out of this yet. I'll see you on the outside.
Outside.
Just gonna make one last save. Oops. Hey, Sin. So I'm right at the end of the game here. We only have one more proper encounter. As you can see, there's quite a lot of supplies, even on hard difficulty. Like I've tons of defensive items, even though I used them pretty liberally and did a lot of safety strats, killed a lot of enemies. The game gives you plenty of supplies. I mean, on hard difficulty, it's pretty difficult up until you get to like the residence, but once you get there, it gets a lot easier.
Self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks.
No chimeras enter this area, but not really much of a problem. Have to remember to get Jill, of course. Yeah, there's definitely ample supplies in this game, especially compared to Resident Evil Zero's hard difficulty, which is just unforgiving. It's really easy to run out of ammunition in that game. Yeah, you should totally do that before Resident Evil 2 drops.
Jill, sorry I made you wait.
I knew you'd come.
Let's get out of here.
You notice there's actually an item in that cell. Kind of a neat camera view, though. Do some sort of surveillance camera. Sounds like Capcom's gearing up to give us something for New Year's. Most people are assuming it's going to be a demo for Resident Evil 2.
Let's get going!
So that should be pretty exciting. I think we were so close to this already. We zoom a lot of game experience. Yeah, that's what I heard too. Is in I guess they were hoping for like a Christmas Eve release or something, or Christmas Day, I think. So Okay, we have to go back upstairs.
The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating and releasing all locks.
Another item here, but I need an item slot free.
System has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating
I'll just use it.
all locks.
This is Brad. Running out of fuel. This is your last chance. If there's anyone alive, give me a sign. I repeat, this is your last chance.
Deactivating and releasing all locks. The self-destruct system has been activated. All personnel must evacuate immediately. Deactivating
The developers put this fuse unit here to ensure that we had an item slot free to the next area.
destruct system has been activated. All personnel must 3 minutes to detonation.
The self-destruct system's activated.
Good work. Brad's up in the helicopter.
Those things are coming.
I'll take care of them.
But,
Chris, you just get in contact with Brad somehow.
okay.
Jill's gonna step up her game, I guess. She's been locked up the whole time, so. This neat little flare thing.
Chris!
You okay?
Yeah.
I'm trying to get his attention. Oh, don't dodge on the wrong side of him there.
Chris,
bang runs
use it!
just wasn't
Kill
enough.
it, whatever it is!
Not this guy. Rob launcher from Predator. Or not Predator. Commando. Turns to a flash, I believe it's called. No, it's not even a real launcher. Oh, Candy. So there you have it. That's the end of Resident Evil Remake, HD Remaster. Hope you enjoyed watching. Hope you learned something or saw something you haven't seen before. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be doing Resident Evil 2 next. Might try to get that started maybe tonight even. This village is pretty rough. I don't know if they could if they were able to upscale it or what. It looks like old GameCube footage.
Chris, you did a fine job.
There's no ranking system in this game. It just shows you your statistics at the end. Only 11 health items used. That's pretty good, I think. I mean, I used a couple just to top up my health too, which I really didn't need to.